Hi guys, it's me, Susan. It's day 79, I believe, of the Cancer Club. Still no cancer news to report. So I'm going to take that as good news. Feeling great. Just counting the days till March 17th, which is, well, I already said it's St. Patrick's Day. For whatever reason that seems meaningful to me, I hope. I hope I don't turn green on St. Patrick's Day. You may notice my chapeau. It's one of my favorites because it's very outrageous and outlandish. And so when you walk into a restaurant with this on your head, people do notice. It's one of the things I must say that I have loved about being a member of the Red Hat Society. At first, I remember feeling a little self-conscious. But that didn't last long because we had a legitimate reason. It's part of our thing that we do. And I just love, the more outrageous the hat, the better. I just love walking in places and seeing everybody either look or try not to look. Or the funniest thing though is when you see, yeah, it's very sweet of them, but it's kind of insulting. You see younger women and they're like, "You go, girl." It's like, we're like these little grannies and they're saying, "That's really sweet that you guys come out and have lunch." You know, it's like we get out of the old folks' home or something to go on a little pass for lunch. Sometimes they come up and they really are sweet and awesome, but other times it's somewhat condescending, so we all find that rather hilarious. But anyway, so I wanted to talk to you about, I'm really liking my chutes and ladders analogy and my chutes and ladders way of understanding, at least for me. I don't know if you all go through ups and downs or not. Certainly many of the people I work with do, but you know, they're seeking therapy for their emotional problems, so I would imagine that that would be part of it. I don't know what all y'all normal people do, but I go through moods, especially I think really in the last several years since Mike passed away, and I've been more on my own, and then especially in the more recent, in the last year and a half or so, since I've been dating and kind of getting back out there in the world where I've been really secluded emotionally, relationship-wise for, well, I was married to Mike for 25 years. It's a long time. I think I'm allowing myself, and this is even before the cancer thing, it's even more so since then, but to just not have a clue and to just feel whatever I feel and sort of break out of my little regimented world, as I've told you before. So yesterday, let's see, I talked to you on Sunday, yeah, because today's Tuesday, and I had had a real bad time on Saturday, and that's when I came up with the Sunday morning was when I came up with the chutes and ladders deal, and kind of worked my way back out of that, and had a pretty good day Sunday. Really, I mean, I think I was in a good mood on my post Sunday night, and then Monday was fine. When I'm working, I'm fine because I'm sort of not thinking about myself. I'm really, I mean, thoughts will come in and out of my head, but I'm really focused on what I'm doing with the person I'm working with. But then Monday, right after work, I had my first banjo lesson that I've had in really since my treatment started. I called and signed up for a double lesson for an hour-long lesson. Went and I'm trying to learn some things that for some reason I am really feeling very retarded about. I'm not getting them. He's been trying to teach me for quite a while about certain chords and where they are on the banjo, and then I also played a song that I've learned that he was aware of. It's from the video, the instructional video, and I was totally horrible. So I was a little nonplussed by all of that, but I came home and I was okay. But then all of a sudden, when I got home, I just wanted to go to bed, and it was like 7 o'clock, and I'm like, I don't have cancer anymore. I can't do that anymore. You know, this is not a physical feeling. This is a mood. And, so I did a little bit of eating and a little bit of kind of wasting of time. Again, this hits me a lot when I have an idea in my mind of what I'm supposed to accomplish, and then I don't do it. I was going to do certain things when I got home, and I just, with this feeling of wanting to go to bed, I was just like, I don't want to do anything, and I know I can't do that because I got too much to do. So I was trying to view it as a little shoot, since it had been so recent since my last one. I was familiar with that concept, and I decided to try to pull out something out of the experience to make it not a total loss. So I took Jolie for a walk. I was even going to blow off her walk. I mean, that's how bad. It takes a lot for me to do that, because I know how much she enjoys it, and I know it makes me feel better. So I thought, well, I'll at least walk her. Then maybe I won't feel quite so bad. So on the walk, I spent a lot of time trying to understand what the heck is bothering me. You know, what am I feeling? And I went into this kind of a reverie about being married and what it's like to have a partner, and how I felt. You know, really, it's been 4 years since Mike, and then before that, he was very, very sick for about 3 years. So it feels kind of like I've been on my own for a long time. It was like a pity party, sort of. But I think it was, I mean, I think the feelings were valid. I wasn't just going poor me. Partly I was, but it was really like I'm tired of handling everything by myself and carrying the load and not having anyone to share the load with. You know, even when Mike was sick, it was good to come home and, you know, talk a little bit with him before he got really too sick to do that. And so I guess I was feeling lonely, you know, and I thought about it would be nice. I hoped that Tigid would call me later in the evening. He often does call me, like before he's going to bed. And I was hoping that would happen, and I imagined myself telling him how I felt and thinking, well, you know, I don't know how he's going to feel about me telling him I am lonely and want a partner. But he's, you know, he's talked to me about those feelings. We're trying to be real open with each other. But anyway, so I came home from the walk. I actually did one more piece of, one more set of paperwork that I had been putting off, and that made me feel pretty good. But I was still kind of mopey. Went to bed. He called later, kind of happily. I was already feeling a little bit better. But so I started telling him, and he said how I felt about wanting to share the burden and blah, blah, blah. And he said, did it cross your mind to call me and share the burden with me? And I'm like, no, no. No, I guess, like, I was into my I'm all alone thing. So the thought of risking, since he would be the person right now that I would be kind of wishing would maybe come to my rescue, or I don't really even know what it was. You know, it wasn't really so much about him. It was just sort of the absence of a person. And so it really kind of struck me when he asked me that. And it was like, no, I guess I just needed to feel that stuff because... you know, otherwise, why not? Why not? I always wait for him, you know, to call first, so I'm not bothering him, or I know he's in the mood to talk or something, and that's so stupid, but that's really how I've always been, sort of, you know, it's like that rejection fear and everything, sort of make sure it's okay with the other person, and then you can, you know, then you're fine. But trying to break out of that, it was really so helpful that he asked me that question. And I think that it'll be helpful in the future. It's like encouragement to go ahead and take the chance and, I don't know, take a risk. You're not going to die from it or anything. So that was really kind of neat. And I've been in a real good... He called again this morning, and we're like talking more openly, and I'm more relaxed. And it's kind of encouraging. It feels like... sort of progression in my ability to be open and real, even with someone that I you know, worry about how they view me and whether they accept me and things like that. So it was real good. It was a real good experience. But the part that I would urge you to do is for yourself. I mean, whatever part resonates with you, but especially if you see yourself kind of in a down state or going down a chute or whatever you want to call it, to see if you can spend a little time not trying to make it go away necessarily, but just trying to understand and feel your feelings. Feel them more specifically, not just I feel kind of blue or I feel kind of depressed or something, but let your thoughts unfold and give you some ideas about what those emotions really are, where they're coming from, if any memories or images come into mind. It's just a way of getting to know yourself better, and I think that helped me to feel better as I was doing that. It's like taking your feelings seriously, giving them some thought, and valuing whatever they are, even if they're uncomfortable. Okay, so that's my story tonight, and hopefully that was useful to some of you. I know that some things resonate with some people and some don't, and I can't hit a bullseye for each one of you every time, but hoping I'm at least on the target somewhere for the most part. And it's been great. I've enjoyed talking to you, and I will look forward to talking to you the next time I see you. That'll probably be Thursday. And in the meantime, please live well, laugh often, and love much. And I'll see you soon on the Cancer Club. Bye.